I'm very surprised that there's little to no attention to the Mathilda. But again, 2 or maybe 3 beefy frontliners here. They have to find a new strategy here for Coach Yep, who's gonna be the shredder of these 3 guys at the front. What's the option here?
Paquito, Benedetta for the XP. Yuzong is another option to go for. What else for Lutpi? No CC, no Thamus.
They just want to try and get more damage and CC, or do they want to get something with regeneration, something with sustain, right? Sustain seems to be the name of the game for the longest time. And with the Thamus, there was damage, but there was also sustainability coming in from his kit.
Is Zeroth playable here?
Zeroth here? Well, it's a bit too ambitious.
It's punish
honestly.
Easily. I do think so. It's still gonna be the signature here from Lutpi, still standing at 86% win rate out of 7 uses for the rookie of ONIC. Let's see though if that's gonna stay the same or maybe get better in this game after he picked it up. Looking at the statistics from the draft, Rashi.
Early and mid for EVOS, late stage ability quite even actually, with a team coordination more for EVOS. Wow, if you told me before the playoffs, hey man, some team is gonna ban Thamus and let Lutpi play the Paquito, I would have laughed in your face. But here we are in game number 2 between FNATIC ONIC and EVOS Glory, heading straight into the Land of Dawn.
Takers there, Sheffin!
Second round of the decider match of the Indonesian representative in MSC 2024. Who will book their ticket sooner than anyone else in the league? Is it the Tigers? Is it
5 seconds till the enemy
Quills of
reaches
ONIC?
the battlefield?
It's FNATIC ONIC
them.
versus EVOS Glory.
Game number 2 in the Land of Dawn we go. Still on the Jakarta International Velodrome with the electrifying atmosphere.
Just like that, we saw a bit of a difference in game number 1. Straight in game number 2, look at the emphasis in the mid lane. Kyrie and Annabelle though, competing for that clear, but that's the Baksha clear that was so notorious. Now in the mid lane, you can see after the clear, everyone already making moves, but Sans in particular, he loves this level 2 gank on the Farsa, on the Kadira. To assist Lutpi in getting an EXP advantage instead.
Look at that little win in a small camp as they also take the top lane. So already 2 very good take here from ONIC.
Looking at the battle spells and the emblems by GamesMax, grants with all the respect, tenacity with the Purify as well. He doesn't feel safe even just with that Purify, especially against Sans. But look at this!
And onward onto Sans. He's still able to survive with Petrify as well. Big
God.
dreams and Sans! Gila Sans!
That looks like a blunder for Sans. But you forgot something. This is Sans we're talking about.
That was finesse. He made it look so simple. Sidestep, Petrify, walk off, pick off.
The knockup too.
Cool
Perfectly
guys.
placed. Perfectly timed to make Dreams tank all the damage from the turret aggro.
Cool guys don't look at explosions, man. Sans walking away right there. And you're seeing the pressure coming through. Turtle is up in 8 seconds, and in the jungle at least, Kyrie is having a field day. He was doing a lot more damage than Annabelle on the Akai. We haven't seen Annabelle pop off on these tanky utility junglers. Sans though, once again, just walking up, knowing he has a passive.
Lutpi as well, just gonna go for the clear here, getting a level advantage, and Kyrie rotates around to the turtle.
Okay, level 3 still for Dreams and Keyboy, so the utility from those two will be very, very little.
Fluffy has the penalty zone. Annabelle have heavy spin. They decide to go for one fight first.
Oh my God.
Damage not going to be there just yet, and naturally it's going to be EVOS who turn it around. Kyrie still able to secure the turtle. EVOS Glory with an amazing re-engage to what looked like FNATIC ONIC free pick.
Out of nowhere, man, that heavy spin turned things around. Fortunately for EVOS, man, with Dreams just taking so low, he was still able to actually have an impact in that fight. Still looks kind of equal, but ONIC, despite the fact that there is in Nakai, they're still able to secure the neutral objective. That has to be a bit of a mental boost. SCW, showing again, it's going for that aggressive build with the Windtalker early on.
Clocken choosing to go for the rough waves instead of the I'm offended. What do you think, Arashi? At this point, which ultimate brings more utility and uses in a team fight?
Well, in a team fight, the rough waves can allow him to be a lot more aggressive. It can be comboed somewhat as well. But when I'm offended, there's more utility. But it seems like for EVOS, they feel like they have enough, right? With the penalty zone, with the heavy spin. Ooh, oh, yo, though. That's a I'm offended not landed. That's France coming in aggressive.
Clock on 2, he's poking them down, slowly but surely, but they're already trying to give their gold lane, mid and gold lane, both minion waves.
Now in the late game too, even in the mid game, Lutpi has the advantage of that far lane. It's even Fluffy knowing that Lutpi is gonna cut the lane, possibly try to get some advantage on that movement speed, on that mobility. Meanwhile, Annabelle getting caught out.
Shield Unity into the Breath of the Ocean, forcing that heavy spin out. Lutpi still waiting in the midst, a two-man Earth Shatter, connecting from Dreams, and CW will go back to Lycan form to run back top. He needs that wave!
Power wave.
Not the power wave.
That's a wrong wave, man.
Exactly.
The brainwaves
on the other side. The brainwaves, though, from both these teams. That's a great move from ONIC to burn the heavy spin. But with the turtle spawning right here, there's a chance Annabelle can have that spell ready for the next turtle fight as well. Kyrie just rolls into action. Connects with Dreams, though.
Dreams has to respect that. No one to rotate quick. Annabelle clearing the mid lane. Keyboy, I'm offended. Breath of the Ocean straight up into the rough waves. Taking Annabelle to half HP, but look at the Primal Wrath used up as well. Keyboy forced to flicker out. And Sansa zoning. Kyrie gets a free turtle. Two neutral objectives to the side of FNATIC ONIC.
Great usage of the crowd control to just force out these spells very, very early on. And you can see that EVOS has damage, but unless there's a big signal to really go in for a fight, a big engage, they seem a bit hesitant because they don't know how FNATIC ONIC will respond. The amount of crazy outplays that we don't even see, we come to expect from ONIC is kind of deterring them from going too ham in the middle of these fights. Looking at the in-game equipment by Dunya Games, never mind, big fight.
Shield Unity once again, this time Dreams, no Primal Wrath, it's a full initiation on the Roamer. And they're happy with just one pick. Oh, Kyrie, gonna go for that. Oh, Keyboy almost steals it away with the Don't Run Wolf King, but Brands secures it for the team. No purple buff for Annabelle. Sans holding, Battle Mirror Image straight into the Petrify that is used up, but Sans is able to use that oddity very, very well to escape. Fluffy now gonna be caught in the Shield Unity as CW jumps in, but a defensive penalty zone will connect on the 3. Blazing wet from Brands, but Kyrie finishes Fluffy off. Meanwhile, Brands is forced back, but Lycan Pounce follows him through, and now goes back to the guns. Brands with the Battle Mirror Image, and Sans again finds the Breath of the Ocean to take Brands down.
ONIC is looking to replicate the first game, finally, with that ONIC Express just running through everyone. Every clash is won. Every opportunity, they take it. And Sans just doing Sans things in the top lane.
You're seeing this trend right here. Players going with the Baxia, not colliding, just rolling around because it's about information. It's about pressure. But EVOS just getting strangled here in the map control. You can see that the Paquito in the hands of Lutpi has also allowed him to be so dominant in this lane, already getting a turret over Fluffy, the laner that's usually so dominant. And this is the formula. 2 turrets taken on the top and bottom side, and then making a play for the mid lane. The feints here. The apparent engage that isn't pulled on until it is.
I'm offended into the Breath of the Ocean. Annabelle poked down. FNATIC ONIC still waiting for an angle to attack, trying to bait out those big abilities from EVOS.
Just very patient. Even Keyboy, there's some opportunities for him to get Clockun, but he knows that he still has dash. And even Annabelle still has the heavy spin. ONIC is hesitating at this point. They want to take it the safe way.
The wave in the top side is still even very much. It's going to be a 50-50 on whose side of the map it pushes towards. Lutpi did not set it up before rotating there, curiously enough. And ONIC, they're just waiting for a chance, waiting for another play. Kyrie jumping in.
Ooh, man, I'm offended into the Earth Shatter, but look at who's pinned down into the heavy spin. Retreat battle, it's Annabelle who wins it. Lutpi in the back trying to go for Brands, but he's able to go back to the Battle Mirror Image. It's actually going to be another Earth Shatter that connects onto them, but CW, Calvin Winata, now with the claws trying to tear Fluffy apart. That's a double kill traded for that turtle for EVOS.
The Wolf, the counter for the Tigers. At this point, 3-0-3 for Mr. Calvin Winata. And he's still looking for more gold. An orange buff, possibly stealing it. Oh my god.
He gets caught on the onward, now plays into it as well, but he's able to escape. Like can bounce to dodge away, and might be a big CW. Shut down by Dreams, and LePay gets the knockout strike to take Claw down.
And in the midst of all the chaos, Annabelle loses his orange buff, loses the purple buff as well, despite having a bit of a trade-in for EVOS. In the end, ONIC is still making sure that Kyrie is ahead 2 levels right now. With the heavy spin, this still means that EVOS can go for this contest. But if they're not careful, Annabelle won't have enough tankiness, enough durability in order to stop being forced to use the heavy spin as a survival tool instead of a utility tool.
Has been the whole story in every clashes. EVOS response from Onyx engage. Kyrie with the jukes.
Juke the Earth Shatter, doesn't juke the onward, but it seems like he wants to get hit by the onward. He wants to fight. Annabelle forced to use the heavy spin. Defensively, Sans with the Petrify. Oh, Lycan Pounce almost taking Annabelle down. Meanwhile, Fluffy caught in the midst of it all, forced to use the DPC. But disengage with that Earth Shatter.
Oh, look at who's lurking in the shadows. It's Lutby. Getting caught out by Brance. Good map recognition there for Mr. Jabran.
That's a great play by ONIC, by the way. Knowing that EVOS wants to try and salvage some gold, get to the waves. They know that they have the turret taken out, so they went for the cut-off there and try to use their mobility and chase to take out the Akai instead of trying to go for just crowd control and lockdown. With that sequence of events, Lutpi has the space to go and push out the bottom wave, and he's rotating now. It's going to be a neutral objective, but now it's a Lord. A bit more significant, and Annabelle once again becomes the victim.
And it's a full all-in onto Annabelle, who doesn't have the heavy spin, but the penalty zone will be used to the back. Kyrie's still tanking every single hit. Lutpi's looking for an angle to jump in. The heavy spin now baited away, as FNATIC ONIC have depleted all 5 of EVO's glories. Well, just 4. Brand still has his, but all those big ones to initiate have been taken out.
I like that. Very aggressive. Every time Annabelle is in the vicinity, they know that they need this guy to secure objectives. And right now, FNATIC ONIC has the green light to take this one without any contest whatsoever. Everyone sitting at a comfortable gold lead, 3K currently, as Sans also a huge item to burst down some of the members of EVOS.
It's almost like EVOS are confused because now, instead of steamrolling, they keep going for these short bursts of aggression, and ONIC is taking everything and dishing back even more than they can handle. The fact that there's a Ruby and a Baxia, just so solid, and if they just are too careless in trying to secure the kill, Sans is always waiting in the wings, and the macro play to push out that bottom wave allows them to get a free wave, a free Lord as well in that engagement. With the mid turret falling down, we have to see ONIC with their craftiness, can they get at least a base turrets here too?
Is a recall spam a macro play?
It's a mental play. That's what it is.
Let's see if that mental play plays a good part in this fight. Oh, a bit of damage here and there.
Jumping up is Kyrie.
Lutpi in the mid-wave. Retribution used up in the bottom lane. Oh, Lutpi tried to go for the knockout strike, unable to find it. Oof, and it seems EVO's Glory will be able to defend this time. CW just goes for the hits and goes back with the Lycan form.
Aggressive as ever. CW in Season 13. Even going for the BOD now, though. He is going to be the main executor after the initial engage and everyone getting low from Sans, from Kyrie, from Lutpi. He will be the one looking for an opportunity, but he won't be able to melt the front lines, though. That is something that they have to keep in mind.
Annabelle pulled back by Keyboy with I'm offended. Now Annabelle with a heavy spin, dragging Kyrie back to the base. Turrets of EVO's Glory. CW almost dealing with a penalty zone from Fluffy. Keyboy stops in and tracks with the Don't Run Wolf King, and FNATIC ONIC somehow, even with Kyrie dragged all the way back, are able to disengage and pull Fluffy as well.
Still a winning sequence there, securing the mid lane ECW, but you can already see some of the problems that FNATIC ONIC's composition have. Mainly that lack of range, lack of long-range DPS. Sans has to dive, CW has to dive. Maybe Dreams or Annabelle should be trying to use that one and keep that in mind to be able to win the fights that they're gonna take.
Look at the items. There's actually, oh, hang on.
Keyboy with a conceal now, looking for the Eye of Panic, but look at Clockwood, look at the rest of the team in the back line as well. Knockout strike to knock Annabelle up. Sans with the rough waves connecting onto 3, but look at Kyrie doing some damage. CW, like and Pounce caught in the penalty zone. That's a blazing duet. Oh, breath of the ocean. Gila Sans, what an absolute crazy set. And FNATIC ONIC run them down inside of the base. A complete wipeout, and CW picks up a triple kill.
They're punting, they're chasing, and they are winning the second game. FNATIC ONIC with another convincing win against the Tigers. One more game, one more steps to take for the Porcupines to get their feet in Rion.